Hi everybody, this is Rita Holmes, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. I am here to bring you my What's Up Wednesday, and guess what? My What's Up Wednesday today is inspired by my card yesterday, which was Tuesday, which is really today because I'm doing this on Tuesday night because it's pre-recorded. As you can see, I still got my pink t-shirt on. It's, what time is it? 11:24 at night. Yeah, it's been a busy day. So anyway, I inspired myself by the card I did, and for my Tuesday video. And I was actually, and I'm going to yawn mainly because it's 11:24 at night. But anyway, I was kind of looking at, I think Pinterest. I was on Pinterest earlier, and I was looking at cards, and I saw a card made something like this one. It was a little bit different. I didn't kind of use the same idea, but and I looked at that card and I said, that's almost like my card that I did, but this card's using circles. So I'm so excited to bring it to you. It felt like something was flying by me or something. I don't know what that was. I guess it's late and I'm seeing things. I don't know. But this is supposed to be Wednesday morning. Let's just pretend it's Wednesday morning, okay? I'm at the food pantry. You're watching my video and everything's good, okay? Okay. So anyway, I do have to mention that Stampin' Up! Is bringing out a hot foil system. It will be available for customers to order on July the 10th, which is Friday. We were allowed to order that starting, I think it was July 1st, and I didn't order it July 1st. I have since ordered it. I was on the fence. I'm still on the fence about it, but it wasn't mainly the foiling system that got to me that I liked. It was the dies for it. And on the hot foiling system, you cannot use your regular dies. You have to use dies that can take that heat of the foiling system. And they do have some nice dies that's coming out with it that you can buy. And I like the things that I could use over and over, nothing that was specific. So I got some dies to try with it that will be great in backgrounds and just accents to cards. So I can't wait for it to get here. I know it's been shipped, but I'm not real sure when it's going to be here, but I will show it to you when it does get here. I think some people will be real anxious about it. Some people will be like, yeah, okay, I'm going to spend that money on that. And some people will be like, that's not my thing. So I want you to all be open-minded. When people get it, you start seeing it out there on the YouTube videos and all that stuff. Be open-minded about it and look at it and see in what way you might use it. And I'm going to quit camp. Yeah, I'm going to keep you on it because I am really tired because it's just one thing after another, and I had to call Stampin' Up. If you watched my Tuesday video, you heard about my little issue with getting a new phone and a backup number and all that stuff. So now I have a different backup number. Spectrum gave that to me. And so all of those issues should be gone now with having somebody's number. I did find out, though, if you lose your phone number, whether it is because you didn't pay your bill, because you canceled your service, or whatever, that they only keep that number out of service for 60 days. After 60 days that phone number has not been used, it goes back into a phone pool. And that's what happened with this phone. And that this person had. Their phone number went back into a phone pool, and it was pulled right away, and I had people calling for her. So they changed my number. I'm like, give me a number that's not been used for a long, long time if you can, okay, please, and stuff. So we got it all straightened out. They were very, very helpful. They were very apologetic, in it happening, and they helped me with a few other things that I didn't understand what was going on with my new phone, that, you know, because I went from an iPhone 14 to an iPhone 17, so there's a lot of technology difference and stuff like that, and being old like I am, it's like it takes me a few minutes to grasp some of that, so it was fun. But anyway, we're going to video, and I'm going on again. But I'm going to turn the camera down so you can see my card that was in, and I will show you my other card in a minute. In case you did not see my video on Tuesday, you might want to go back and watch it, because it's a very cute card. And I used basically the same papers, the same stamp set, except for I put a different sentiment on it. And that, so it's similar but not similar. Can I say that way? Does that sound kind of goofy? That's like an oxymoron, isn't it? It's similar, but it's not. But yeah, it is. So we're going to turn you around so you can see my empty screen up there, and we can come down like this. Focus in on this card right here. Let me go ahead and refresh this screen so I could see it. At least you guys don't have to see me yawn. You can just hear me yawn. I know it's terrible. Here's my card. Now I'm going to put my card I did for my Tuesday video right next to it. So what I did here, these are dies. I used, well, this was cut out. But this was a die, this is a die, this is die, this is punch. These are little die cuts. Over here we have all circle punches, and this is a punch. This is the only die, and I'll show you something different I did. Here's just the 3 little birds. Here's the 3 little birds, and then they also have in the die set, let me get that out. They have 3 little birds that you can cut these birds out separately. So I did, and I got the middle bird on there, and he's cut out separately, and so he's like in front of the other 2 birds. Really cute. And then on the inside, I just added some circles and that to bring my outside of my card to the inside. So let's make one of those just really quick. I was so inspired with loving this card that I had to just keep on. I had to keep on keeping on. And did I? Yeah, I did. I remember doing this. That's for my inside along with these. I know I have bigger ones here, but you know, you might not want bigger ones. You might want to write more on your card. So here we're going to do some little ones. But first of all, we got our card that's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, and folded. And that needs to be recorded. And I just push a button every time I make a card. So, you know, it's fun. We're doing a card on What's Up Wednesday. I don't do cards all the time. And, you know, look at what I didn't do. I forgot to cut this piece of paper. So let me just let me take whatever piece is laying over here, and I'm going to cut that. And that is cut. Yeah, that's what it's cut, guys. I just measured it. I think it's 2 1/4, but I'm going to be, and then again, I think it's 2 1/2. Oh, Lord, I crack myself up sometimes. I do. Let me cut my paper real quick. Because I was so ready that 2 1/2 by 5.5. And therefore, we just keep this as one long piece of paper. We're going to put yellow on that because that's the first paper that was laying over there that I grabbed. Sounds good to me. So let's... And that's what's nice about these cards. I mean, you can just take your paper pack, all the colors match and everything, and then you can just put it together and have a good old time. I like it. And then we're going to take our little, we're going to put that, then we're going to put a black and white, and I'm going to put that at an angle. So let's put these on first. we don't have to know where they're going, do we? This is an ad lib card. So I'm going to put this one up here. I'm going to add this one to it. So let's just put that there. And then we're going to bring this, my favorite color, one of my favorite colors, Flirty Flamingo. And I'm going to put that right here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one and I am going to put it right here. Right about there. So everything's just glued. That's the fun part right now. We're just all glued. And you know what, guys? Because when I cut these out, I just wasn't thinking is what I was doing. Imagine that. Rita not thinking. I went ahead and colored all of my birds. Where's my other little bird? I knew I had another little bird in here. I have the two that was left in the little thing there. I hope these will fit with what I'm doing. So anyway, I think I'm going to use those two. Okay. And remember all of my little pieces that I had left from doing this card where we did this cutout, this die cut, and all these little things pop out? And I still had plenty. Here they are, and I'm going to use those on my card as my embellishments, just like I did for Tuesday's card. Adding all of these here, like I did on Tuesday's. So, I was taking advantage of having leftovers. And that. So, I'm going to put my birds right here. And I'm going to pop those little guys up. And I'm going to use, remember that I cut my dimensionals apart so that I would have them. So I'm going to put, whoops, yep, it's up there. I'm going to put that one there. And I'm going to put this one here. And then I'm going to take one of the little minis and put it right up here. Hold his little head up. He's still a baby. He's still baby. And then we're going to take, and we're just going to take our birds and we are going to put them right here. And then I can take either bird I want. So I used the middle one. So I think I'm going to pop up both of these on this little card. Since I had two left and I'm only making one card, let's just use both birds. Yeah. Oh. Sounds like something's getting ready to die. Like a phone. Hope it's not this one. Because I don't have a plug down here for this new one. It takes a different plug. So I'm going to line that up over the bird that I colored. Oh, he's going to have a broken leg. Get your leg back over here, buddy. There we go. Poor little bird. Already tried to break his leg. Didn't mean to. Then we're going to put this bird over here. Isn't that cute how you can do that with the birds? I've not done that with them before. So now we have those two, and he's just kind of laying back. Then we are going to take my little things over here, and since I used black ink here, and I got the black and white, I'm using black ink for my sentiment. Oh, goodness. And this is from the banner sayings, where you can use the banner punches. Let's turn this over the other way, because that's the way I want it to go. Just like that. Let's stamp it. And I'm rocking it because I didn't get ink all over it, so I make sure I get all my wording in there real good. So I'm going to take it on this one, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add just a little bit of glue right there. And I'm going to set this one on there. Well, that was cute. I set it on there kind of how I wanted it, and then I flopped it all over the place. So there we go. And then I'm going to turn that over. And I'm going to use some of my dots again. I'm just going to put 2 on there. And I'm going to bring that. I don't know, I might put that. No, I want it over here again. I like it over there. So there we have that so far. Let's go ahead and do our inside, and then I'll put my little specks in there. Isn't this a cute card? So there you have 2 great ideas in 2 days. Maybe we'll keep the ball rolling for Saturdays. I don't know. I need to use something different, really. So what I think I want to do is I'm going to use the black and white in here, and I'm going to lean that like I did the other one. And then I'm going to take this one. What a fast little card, right? And there we go. We have our little circles there. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a couple dots. Get out my, whoops, put my scissors in the wrong place. Imagine that. So we are going to add some dots here. Oops, this one came off of its, it's getting back over there. There we go. So there's the inside. Let's do the outside. And let's just add a dot here, a dot over here, and maybe a dot down here. There we go. I'm going to turn some of these over, and I hope they're not all yellow, but if they are, we're just going to use them. We're going to go for the gusto. I'm just going to lay them out here as I see them. I think I have all yellow left. That's okay. We can use all yellow. It's not going to hurt anything. Stay there. And so there is that card made. Isn't that neat? They're just so cute. I love them. I'll just put those in with that. Might as well. I love these little things. So there we go with the cards. Here's the colors I used to color with. If you want to see me color the birds, you watch Tuesday's video. I colored on Tuesday's video. But I used light and dark lemon lolly. I used the light, I think. No, I used the dark darling duckling. The dark lemon lime twist for the grass. Light and dark flirty flamingo. And light and dark pool party. That's what I used on the card, on the birds, when I colored them. So I used the stamp was the cutest crew. It was the birds. And the dies was this die right here that's all 3 birds. And then I took one set of the birds. And you can put these 3 dies right over top of those birds all at the same time and cut them out. So you didn't have to do a lot of cutting. And then I used my banner sayings where it is all the little sayings. It does the banner punch. This is in the current catalog. These are online exclusives. So, and then the punches. Not all of those punches are current. I don't think the 2.5 one is. The rest of them are. So, but I am sure everybody either has circle punches they can use or circle dies that you can use. You can use either or for that. I just thought it was easier to punch the circles as I was going along, and that's what I did. So that was real fun. And I hope that you like the cards. I know they're pretty simple cards this week, but that's okay. Simple's good. So here's the difference in those two with the circles. Used basically the same papers. The only thing I changed this out with this. And then these are the same papers too. That is right here. This is another paper that's in that packet. These are some other punches that's on that triple banner punch. That is a circle die instead of a circle punch. And on the inside of this one, I cut off 2 sets of circles off of there, put it in here, and used some more of the little pieces out of the centers of here. So this card and the colors of this paper brought the inspiration of a card that I saw on Pinterest that was made with circles. So, and I thought, well, I can kind of theme those all together, and look how easy they are. So I hope that you're going to give them a try. It will be fun. You could use any kind of paper that you want for these. That is the good thing. Any kind of paper you want is going to go well. You know, just open a paper pack. They usually, all the colors will blend together. So you can use whatever, use different size punches. You know, just get inspiration from here and do your own thing. That's what we want to do. So I do hope that you follow that along and that you enjoy it. I sure did enjoy my day with these cards because, for one thing, they're just cute. The birds just make you happy. They do nothing else but make you happy. And I'm all for that. So there's what I did. So now I need to clean my poor old blocks are a mess. I need to clean those. That'll be on another day. Not with you guys. I'll do it. I wouldn't make you sit through watching me clean my blocks. I think I did that one time in a video to show you what I used to clean them. So anyway, I do have all of that done. I appreciate you guys that watch my videos and just hang with me and all of my quirkiness and my silliness and my whatevers. This is the only way I know how to be, you know. People say, be yourself, and I'm like, woohoo, you don't know what you're asking. You don't know. But, you know, I like being able to come to you and be myself and be able to just share my love for making cards. So what I want to ask you is maybe if you can put in the comments something, either questions you would like to ask me, personal or card making related, scrapbooking related, whatever. For a Q&A day, we could have a Q&A day, and or maybe a stamp set that you would like to see something done with it that you're not sure of, or a stamp set that you just would like to see used, and see if I have it, and see if I do, put me to the challenge of doing it. And another thing is, I did the Q&A thing. I thought about that. Thought about maybe a stamp set that you were wanting to see, or that you had and you didn't really know what to do with it, and maybe you'd want to see what I could come up with if I had it. Just different things like that. Just give me some ideas of stuff you'd like to see, not only on here on What's Up Wednesday, which could be anything, but maybe for Simply Saturdays for some simple cards, or for my Tuesdays. Just put what day you're looking at. You know, if you're going to put it in the chat here, say, well, for Saturday I'd like to see, for Tuesday I would like to see, for Wednesday I would like to see, and give me some ideas. I would love to hear your feedback, and I think if I have enough people watch this and ask me questions of stuff they would like, I will mail out a card or two. I'll mail 1 or 2 cards. So, anyway, and they're cute cards. I know you'd like them. So, anyway, that's my ideas, guys, and I'm asking for help. Always asking for help. So, you guys have a great day on this Wednesday that you're watching this, or any other day. Be creative when you can, and I hope to see you again on Saturday. Bye.